And the thing is that, it's all about failing forward. I interviewed somebody, one of my first interviews when I first launched the show 5 years ago, and it was failing forward. And it was like, am I reading that right? Like we talked about it. And then like a month later, we're going to release it. And I'm like, failing forward. And it's so true, right? Because you look at a baseball player, they strike out nine out of 10 times. And if they gave up, nobody would be getting a home run.
So,
They wouldn't be getting a hit. And things like that happen for you, not to
mm,
you. So, what have you learned by going through that? And what have you learned from your father about that resilience? Because it really is about resilience and being able to like bounce back and being like, all right, let's do this.
yeah, no, I mean, when I wasn't old enough to necessarily experience the emotional side of their loss, but I remember the sacrifices, and be able to reflect on what they went through years ago. And then now hearing the stories, it's just it's about resilience, about trusting God and letting you know that hey, I'm gonna keep going forward and literally not quitting. That's really all it comes down to. And those guys that take that extra step, that just keep putting a foot forward, and eventually it clicks. Eventually it clicks. I mean, we for years we were a very small company, and we stayed around the same gross revenue for 15 years. And many times we're like, man, what are we doing? And within the last 5 years, things click, and you keep doing what you say you're going to do. You keep making sure you win and everyone wins around you. That's one of our core values, is everybody wins. And it's been a value of my dad. I remember, he drilled this into me, and that's why it's a core value, is that, you walk into a meeting, you make sure you walk out of there with every single person's a win. And if it's just a win for you, then you need to walk away. And if it's just a win for them, then you need to walk away. And we just kept doing that. And we just, over the last 5 years, things have clicked. I've been finding some really good successes out there. And we do a ton of co-packing for competitors who we're direct competitors with. And we're co-packing for them out of the same warehouse as we are. And they understand who we are. They know what we do, but we do we produce a really good product. And we make sure that every bag that goes out of here is make sure that it's going to hit that retail store, that everyone's happy, that, someone's going to buy that again over and over again, because we are a consumer business, and repeat business is critical.